Welcome everybody, my name is Ryan and we are back with our second stream for the RimWorld Odyssey Colony, I guess is what we'll call this one. Yep. And I've actually installed a couple of mods here. Now, first of all, let me link this for anybody in Twitch chat who stops by the stream. That is the first one. And of course, if you're watching this VOD on YouTube, I've got a link to the playlist for this series down in the description of the video. So you can click that and get caught up with our first episodes. A couple of hours. We're going to do roughly 2 hour streams for each installment. And I'm going to be streaming on a regular basis on Twitch each weekend. So check the schedule there. Of course, follow me on Twitch. The link is in the description too. But we've got our colony of 3, and a fourth one was just added, Helminia. We don't even have a bed for her yet. So let's go ahead and copy the bed. Now, let's talk about the mods that I added. We're going to have to start thinking about a proper barracks, aren't we here? But yeah, so actually, it's a very short list of mods. I want to keep it mainly vanilla for now-ish. Obviously, we're going to add a few quality of life ones, but there's the list. So Harmony, Hugs, Lib, which are just like prerequisites, basically. And then we've got camera plus, so I can zoom out real far, and we can also zoom real close in, so it's just more cinematic that way. I've also got it set to a much slower scroll speed here. Just it's easier for people watching, I think. I can still drag it, with the middle mouse button if we need to move really far, but either way, we've also got the allow tool, which really I'm doing that for one specific thing. It adds several really great just quality of life things, but the haul urgently here, this thing, oh man, it's so important. It actually adds a new haul plus to our work tab too. So I'm going to come in here and set everybody to haul urgently, except maybe the cook. Let's see, I think Helminia just started. Yes, she's our cook, so I like to try and keep the cook unoccupied with anything more important, like except for obviously being firefighter and a patient and stuff. But wow, Helminia is also a great doctor, so not too bad, not too bad. She's our newest one, as I mentioned. She's also non-violent, unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, non-violent doctor. I'm okay with that. I've got no problem with the non-violent doctor. But and the last mod too is the replace walls mod, because we in the last one, this is just such a great quality of life. Instead of having to deconstruct the wooden walls and then replace them with the stone, which you can often have your roof collapse doing that, or they just get distracted and don't finish it right away. Now we can literally just replace the materials over it, and they'll do it segment by segment. It's really super easy. And whoops, I don't want that. All right, so let's get back into the swing of things. We're gonna unpause. I think I forgot to put it on the list, but no, I've got it there. Smart Speed too. The Smart Speed, all that does is it adds a fourth extremely fast speed level for us. So that's going to be obviously for sleep times or just other periods where we might want a little boost. It's interesting. This is actually in the game. You have to go into the developer mode, and then you do have the option, but this mod just simply takes it out of development mode and makes it like a standard speed option. So really simple mods. I'm trying to keep it simple for now. I do plan on doing a full Let's Play series soon, probably, and well, definitely soon-ish, but yeah, it's going to be a much more heavily modded run for sure. But all right, so we've got 3 people sleeping. Let me just look at the schedule. Yeah, we want her to there. Okay, let's look at her background too. I don't think we're going to do a lot of meditating at the anima tree. Yeah, she's artistic and morbid. We might get 1 or 2 natural pawns if we capture during a tribal raid, but otherwise won't be much. Hey, Cat's Whiskers. Hello, great to catch the stream. Yep. Thank you for coming by. I'm glad you're here. And welcome. Just getting started too. So you are the first, the earliest, and let's do it. So you know what? Maybe we can name one of our characters after you. We've got each one currently named. Whist is one of my Patreons. Flatus was with us on the last stream. Helminia is another Patreon. Obviously, this character's named after me, but Cat's Whiskers, the next either animal that joins us, which we decide we're going to keep, or the next pawn, we'll name it after you. How about that? But all right, so we're trying to get a bed made for Helminia and just get her all set up real quick. Let's go to the assign, make sure she's all good. Good. Right now, we are really trying to be careful with our medicine. So Helminia says, yep, a non-combatant, please. Wow, everybody likes the non-combatants. Maybe it's because they are actually, they actually live for like the duration of a playthrough, for the most part. Medic warder, if possible, we can do that. I've actually got a comment or two on the last VOD that we did who wanted a non-violent pawn named after them, but no worries. I just promised you, so we'll go with that. And we'll just have to start a list, But I do actually like non-violent pawns. We obviously don't want too many of them, but, as long as we can safely defend our colony with the people we've got, then having more non-violence is really nice, especially if it's like critical roles, like a doctor or even a production specialist is not a bad character to have like non-violent, because they're going to be able to churn out your weapons and potentially repair stuff too after battle. Just depends on if you have your production specialist with some ability in construction too. But either way, you wanted them to be named Freddy. Oh, that was Cat Whiskers. You're Steve. That's right. You're the person I was referring to, the commenter. I'm sorry, I forgot. When we get different handles across different platforms, sometimes I forget. But yeah, welcome, Steve. That's right, my friend. Freddy it is. Yep. So there's no conflicts whatsoever. All right. And let's speed things up. A little worried Helminia is still awake. That's you. Okay, buddy. Thanks for coming by. One of my longest viewers. All right, let's see. Yeah, I remember you commented on some of the first RimWorld videos. I mean, literally the first RimWorld videos I ever uploaded to the channel. You can go all the way back 3 years ago and find Steve's comments on them. All right, so yeah, I was mentioning the medicine. We're in a jungle, which is good and bad, obviously, but we're prone to more sickness and more diseases in the jungle, it's guaranteed to happen. Yeah, the Blues Naked run, that's right, which I've subsequently recreated too in more recent times. But yeah. That was one of my favorite ways to start the game. It's just a single pawn, naked and afraid, on the hardest difficulty, playing it hardcore and in the jungle. But I would always give myself an advantage. Obviously, some mods can really help with that kind of thing, but I would always use the exact same map on the exact same seed, so I knew where to put everything. I knew exactly where to build, like my starting structure each time. It was a lot of fun that way. For me, I enjoyed it. But all right, so let's see. Yep, we're moving around. We've got our new map mod camera mod installed, which gives us a much greater view. So in a way, you could argue, I think it's definitely true, actually no argument needed, that the camera mod is a bit more than just quality of life, because you can strategically, you can pause it and see, oh, the raid's over here. You can kind of strategize a little bit better, being able to zoom all the way out like this and see most of the map. Especially considering there's some raids where your enemy will spawn at like multiple points at the same time. But regardless, I don't care. I love this mod. I like being able to zoom in real close. Oh, look, our beautiful Ryan character over here with a giant stun thing on her back. Sorry I didn't hang out last time, but unfortunately didn't find Vintage Story that enjoyable. That's okay. No worries, Whiskers. That's okay. It's not for everybody. I understand. Now, RimWorld, on the other hand, that's a universally beloved game. Everyone can get into it. No, I do truly love RimWorld, though. Vintage Story has definitely taken a hold of my interest and my channel for the most part, but I've always got a soft spot in my heart for this game, for sure. And I'm really anticipating Odyssey to be something pretty special. You know what I'm saying? Just in terms, like, I think it's going to be right up there with the biotech DLC, although I've barely scratched the surface. So, all right, everybody's awake now. We've got Whist working on some research. Good, good, good. We're currently doing pemmican. We did get a battery in the last one researched and placed. Excellent. Is somebody working on her bed? No, why don't you get right? Not the clean. Oh, we're missing wood. Okay, good. See, this is why I've always got to keep an eye on things. If we're chopping wood, let's clear some of this area over here. This darker soil, if I turn on the overlay, you can see this dark green, or the brighter green, that's high fertility stuff. So we want to plant everything there. So we'll just help our future selves by chopping down some of the trees and stuff. But okay, looking good. I've seen a little of this at DLC I'm playing. It's very, very interesting once you get to a certain point. No spoilers. Now, we did get this thing drop in on us, the Grav engine. I believe it popped up as an option, didn't it, early on in the first stream. So it's here. We do have some Gravlite panels, which they don't appear to deteriorate outside, so we're just going to leave them there. Not bring them into the stockpile just yet, but it's cool. Like, yeah, I'm definitely going to build a grav ship, and we're going to try and take full advantage of all the Odyssey and stuff. But we've got to build up a functioning colony first, you know. You can't fly before you learn to walk. At least, I don't know, maybe some birds can, but I can't. So that's what we're going to do. Plus, it's fun getting back into the swing of things. I haven't played RimWorld in a while, but I appreciate your help, my friend, and the consideration not to spoil too much, you know. That's always nice. I love discovering new stuff. Now, we did have a new event on the last one, which I actually really liked. It was flooding. Like, we got heavy, heavy rains. Actually, it's kind of coincidental to real life, which is unfortunate, but yeah, there was flooding, and it overflew, you know, this little lake here. Almost reached up to this point. Like, I thought we were going to lose some stuff, but we built some walls and withstood the flooding, and it did recede back to its normal levels afterwards. So I thought that was just a cool little event, you know. You're always looking for events that kind of are on a spectrum. Some of them will be devastating for the colony, but some of them are just kind of a minor inconvenience, and that one was a bit of a lesser challenge. Alright, so we've got that going. I don't think we've actually started chopping wood yet. Whist is, oh good, Whist is working on a bow. I put in the production queue, but that's the only one. Yeah, and currently we actually do have weapons for everybody, I believe. Yeah, we can see them up here. It's probably not a bad idea to get Flatus a ranged weapon too, although she's terrible at shooting. Maybe we'll leave her as melee. We'll see. I'm actually going to grab Ryan because we've got two people working on the rice. Let's manually force him to chop some of these trees real quick. Okay, who's having a heat stroke? Flatus? Hold on, I did get some cooling built over here. Oh yeah, it's 70 degrees in here, and we've got an actual AC pumping it out. Wonder if the flooding makes the ground more fertile. Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah, like floodplains receding, absolutely. If so, it might be a more interesting challenge to flood your growing areas to get more. Yeah. That would be interesting, just like the Nile, like extremely fertile valley because of the flooding and stuff. I don't think it did. At least not the first time it flooded. Maybe it needs to flood multiple times, but that's a really cool idea. And who knows, maybe that could be modded into the DLC or the game, you know, if it's not actually a part of it. Could be cool, but you can't really control the rains, you know what I'm saying? It would just be like a side benefit to an otherwise kind of natural disaster type situation. Okay, so Ryan's doing this. How you holding up over here, buddy? Alright, good. Yeah, need a little beauty and comfort. I should get somebody making... Oh, good, look at Flatus over here. Working on the bed, that's great. Let's get an art bench laid up. We've got an artist, but I think they're just trash at it. They're garbage. Alright, we don't have a lot of wood. We're going to place it up here. Alright, let's go. Torrential rain is needed for flooding. Normal rain just to fill the ponds. Gotcha, gotcha. Interesting. Let's speed it up a little bit. It's going to be evening. Oh, the dog has been trained. Matt's Matt's is another one of my Patreons, and a Yorkshire Terrier. But we have trained it to attack, so the little Yorkie is going to be our shock trooper. Whenever we get raided for the first time, still haven't been raided yet. Whenever that happens, little Matza is going to be on the front lines, taking the first hail of bullets or spears or whatever. But that's just how it goes. That's how it is for the role of any attack dog in our colony. You know, this rat doesn't belong to us. Oh, manhunter. Oh, I don't care about that. Oh gosh, what is it? It's a macaw. Really? Randy taking it easy for now. Well, looks like Randy just... So this counts as a raid. This is technically our first non-quest related raid here. A parrot known for its intelligence and its brilliant plumage. And this is not modded, so this is one of the new animals. Awesome. Okay, but it does have Scaria, so it's a manhunter. Let's get everybody... Do I have everybody set up? No, I probably don't. Let me look at my zones real quick. Let's check out our zoning here. Famous last words. Okay, so the home zone is technically just an indoor zone. I need to expand that. Okay, so let's manage an area. We're going to make this one here a safe zone. Okay, this will be something we use a lot of as we go. Alright, and I'm just going to expand it to the interior alone. That's it. Not even the doors. Very important. And now let's set everybody to that safe zone. There it is. Including the dog. Get in there. Alright, that's good, that's good. Now they'll all wander in there. While they're doing that, let's unpause it, and I'm going to actually expand this home zone a little bit. This is important for repairs. Yeah, we want this stuff repaired. It's also firefighting. They won't fight fires if it's not in the home zone. Okay, that's about all we've really... Oh, there's 2 of them. Look at them fly. Oh, that's right. They did add flying. That's so cool. But now they're walking. They're charging, I should say. Let's use our... Oh, there it is. Yep. So I just marked those to be hauled urgently. That too. But of course they're restricted to the home zone or to the safe zone, so they're not coming in. Now, here's what I'll normally do in a situation like this. We'll grab Ryan over here. This is how you... Let's turn this off because it's a little bit annoying. Okay, so having 2 enemies is a little bit tricky. Sometimes I like to place traps nearby just for this reason. Alright, let's poke our head out the window, or out the door, I mean. Ooh, look at the speed. Wow. They definitely move faster, don't they, whenever they're flying. Alright, very good. See, the door is taking damage. Peek your head out there. Go there. Oh, we can order to repair while it's... Okay, close, go. Oh! Okay, so the bird is fast as hell, man. Get up here. Move. Okay, we're in melee. That's not good. Flatus. Flatus. I need you. I need your help. Oh, nice. Good shooting whist. Took that little bird right out of the picture. Okay, and Ryan didn't even take a scratch. That was from earlier. Oh, that's from, yeah, before we started with this character. Anyway, alright, so the door is now propped open because of the corpse. I don't think I have a dumping zone set up yet, actually. Let's put the dumping zone... Well, we need it close. And I'm going to put one right there, too. Alright, so we'll set this storage not to allow fresh. Corpses are fine. Alright, so... Oh, have to unrestrict Ryan. And now priorities haul. Drop it. Get back in there. Listen, in the jungle, every little scratch can get infected. All right, I'm just going to leave that there. Delete that. Okay, so now he's banging away at the door. So we're at 81%, not to worry. All right, let's get Flatus back. Put Whist up here. She's the dead eye, apparently. Let's open the door up. Come on, take it out. Okay, it's flying. We're just going to keep it open. Come on, kill it. Damn it. Oh, shit. Okay. Get up here, Flatus. Oh, thank God. Okay, well, how bad did Ryan get? Oof, we got some bite marks. Okay. We might want to treat that with a little bit of medicine. Shoot, I was really hoping that wouldn't... we would just get like some bruises there, but not to worry. Alright, let's remove everybody from the zone, including the animal. Good. Let's get Ryan set up with some best quality medicine. And then, of course, Helminia, I think, is our best doctor, right? 11? I think so. Probably. Yeah. Alright. Prioritize tending. Let's go. Andy, what's up? Could be worse. It could have been. It could have been a lot worse. That's for sure. That is for sure. But you can't take even these little scratches for granted here in the jungle. And also on these higher difficulties. We're not on the most extreme difficulty, but... Alright, so both of those were tended with good medicine. Now, since the initial tending is done, I'm going to set it back so they don't use medicine. They'll still treat wounds and stuff and like feed people, but they just won't use medicine at all. We really got to try and conserve this stuff for like big issues and stuff. It's like a life insurance policy is how I look at the good medicines, at least until we get yeah, I don't think... Oh, we do have some planted. No, that's cotton. Psychoate. Wait, where's my... Okay, this is heel root. Yeah, we don't have anybody good enough to plant the heel root yet. In fact, let me rearrange this real quick. Let's go ahead and delete that. That is potato. Let's expand this one. That. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and place... a growing zone, because once we do get the ability somebody high enough to actually plant this stuff, we're going to want a ton of it. Alright, where is it? Oh, there it is. Heal root. Yeah, see, we need a level 8. Very good. So let's turn that off. And let's look and see, because I think if somebody's close, that would be great. Growing. So plants, that's what I'm looking for. Let's cycle through. Plants is 6. Flatus, let's go. Alright, so Flatus is the best, and she's got a double passion. Tried to run this earlier this week. I had a manhunter squirrel that managed to get through my kill box and ate 4 of my colonists. Oh, those squirrels, man. People don't understand the viciousness of the squirrel in reality. Yeah, I remember as a boy, we used to go on walks with my dad, and he would tell us not to taunt squirrels, like up on the telephone posts and wires and stuff. He said if you taunt them or throw rocks at them, they might pee on you. So after that day, I've learned never to taunt a squirrel. They are vicious urinators if left to their, if provoked, you know. And I get it. I would probably pull the same kind of a tactic if I lived in trees. I would probably just do it for fun, you know, forget about being provoked. It made me feel better because I've had a squirrel phobia my entire life, so it felt justified. Interesting, a phobia of squirrels. I guess the idea, I probably just seeded you with even more fire to the flame to the fire there. You're talking about you squirrel just randomly peeing on you as you walk down the street. Could happen. Keep that in the back of your mind. No, I'm sorry. Andy's going to be traumatized. All right, we got to get rid of these corpses because our people don't like the sight of them. Actually, I think that's just human corpses. I don't think animals are that big a deal. Wait a second. We got a quest. Leader, yada yada. He is interested in learning about... Oh, okay. He wants us to host him at Grab Ship 1. That's our colony. Not really. I've had nightmares of packs of squirrels just jumping into my house and attacking me. Oh, that should be like a Alfred Hitchcock movie, like The Birds. But actually, there was a whole like trend of animal-based horror movies back then. I remember Night of the Lepus, the giant rabbit movie. They probably made one for squirrels. Out there in the world of B and even C movies, there's probably a giant killer squirrel movie. Maybe you saw that as a kid, and it left this indelible mark on you. So, I don't understand it. He wants you to host him, but it doesn't tell me what the requirements are. We just host him for 13 days. Usually you have to do like, oh, you got to keep his happiness over 50% or 30%. So, and maybe maybe it tells me that because of a mod I used to play with. In other words, I don't think we're going to accept this one. This is interesting, and I would love to get my hands on the Glitter World medicine and a little bit of silver, but if we overtax our food and stuff, that could be a real problem for us with another mouth to feed. Really got to watch this mood. Did it say cat whiskers? I didn't even look. Or I didn't even see it, I should say. Let's go back to messages. View quest. Oh, there it is. Move above 50. Yeah, my bad. I don't know. I'm blind today. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. See, that's why I love streaming. If I was playing single player, I would have been mystified, but I would have been, what? But thanks for pointing that out. Appreciate you. All right. Ryan is moving the corpse over to the water. There it goes. We do kind of use this water to swim in, but now it's going to be loaded with animal corpses too. That's okay. That's okay. Maybe, can we set a zone for swimming? Nah, won't worry about that. All right, we're getting some of this. Let's see, what's the next goal? We really do want to get this research. Once we get pemmican research, we can start sending people out hunting, in earnest, start getting nice chunks of meat, and start to use some of this rice and stuff that we're pulling in here. All right, that's good. Let me take a look at the work schedule real quick. Okay, Helminia is set to cook, and she's doing it. Let's look at our bills. All right, we're good. We got Psych IT set as the number one priority. We just don't have any tea yet, but once we get it, that's going to be really helpful for their mood. Let's see, did that say clear pollution, Ryan? Can you check that last menu? Clear pollution, which I'm not sure which menu you're talking. Oh. Yeah, over here you're talking about clear pollution. Yeah, so you can set zones for pollution removal. Yeah. Yep. Sorry, I understand. Then, of course, you can clear that zone. So the pollution removal zone would be good. Obviously, if you got pollution you want removed. But I'm not sure if that's added from the allow tool or if that's vanilla. I don't remember it being there, but that's the problem is, in my previous days, I always play with tons of mods on, and the allow tool is an essential one for me. That'd be how clean the water is, maybe, then. No, I think this is meant to, it says over here, designate an area where colonists will manually clean polluted terrain. Removes pollution from the ground and packages into toxic waste packets. So the waste pack. So this is related to the biotech mechanic, which introduced pollution to the world. So, you know how it is. You can launch toxic waste packs at your enemy. If we got bombarded or, if I started creating polluting, industries, then we can get rid of it that way. One of the ways. There's other options too. But again, I'm not sure if that's vanilla. I think snow removal is a vanilla option too. You can also set up zones for snow removal. Either way. All right, so we're looking good. Wist is researching. Ryan is meditating like a lazy bones. Flatus, I don't know what Flatus is doing. Relaxing socially, of course. Oh, and the dog is Matza is pestering Wist while she's trying to research, get the foundations of her diet set in place here. All right, we do have some food going. That's good. See, it's great to have a dedicated cook. How many is the best? Did we get, okay, we did not get this build. I'm missing wood still? Wow. It's going quick around here. Let's chop down some more wood. We do literally live in a jungle, though, so it's not going to be a problem. That does sound like Matza. Oh, poor Matza. He's not with us to defend himself. But luckily, Yorkshire Terriers are masters of self-defense, so this little pup will stand on its own. Look, it's coming right up over here. Just wants to be petted, Normally, this dog's actually really lucky. Normally, when I start in this kind of a scenario, I will butcher the starting animal just because it's a little bit, easier not to have to worry about maintaining a pet. But we got lucky, or I should say Matza got lucky, and we got a nice little terrier, so we'll keep him. I have a fondness for terriers in real life. All right, let's see. Yeah, we need wood. We're going to speed this up. Let's go. Lightning speed, people. Whenever I want something done, I just turn up the speed real quick. All right, there it is. So I believe it was Whist, correct? Yes, tortured artist. Let's go back to our work tab. And let's make sure Whist is set for art. 2, 1. Yeah, we'll set mining to a 2. That's fine. Actually, this should be a 1 right here. Basic should be set to 1 for everybody. Childcare, we don't have any children yet, but if we do, that should probably be a 1. Okay, so let's open a build for Whist. Now, initially, she's probably going to be turning out a bunch of crap, but, got to start somewhere. She's got a 0, I think, for her art skill. So the reality is she's not an artist yet. She just has the urge, She has the drive to become one. All right, we're going to close that. And she's also got the, depressive personality of an artist, too. Where's the stone? We definitely will allow her to use marble. The limestone is just extras laying around. Same with the slate. We'll just... I don't want to use in granite, though. That's for building walls and stuff. So, okay, that looks like a good setup. Don't forget to change the worker to Whist. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, good call. She is the only person currently who is set up to do art, so they wouldn't necessarily go in there and do it, but you're right. That will help later as we get new people who show up. All right, so now we just need a few more stones and definitely more wood. Actually, kind of... now that I'm thinking about that, let's go back in. I'm going to turn off wood. Wood at this early stage is a little too valuable to be making sculptures. So we're going to order another set of ruins taken down. I thought there were more. There's one over here. This is made of steel, though. I guess we could make some steel sculptures. Oh, this is granite. Oh, speaking of steel. Yeah, grab that. We'll just have to look around. God, maybe we do use steel, right? There's some slate. It's kind of a far walk. Now this is most likely an ancient danger. Let's see, what are you doing? Come here, buddy. Let's go down here and see if this triggers the notification. I'm not sure if that's still a thing, but we'll see. Yep. Okay, so that's an ancient danger. We're not going to disassemble the walls on that just yet. We will eventually, but for right now, we don't want to disturb whatever dangers lie within it. This is steel. Well, there's not actually a lot of ruins. Okay, well, darn it. Let's grab this slate. We'll just deconstruct this. I don't like this, though, because we're actually pretty close to the edge of the map right here. Yeah, if I got my colonists down here deconstructing walls and stuff and a raid comes, that could be bad, but we did just get raided, so... Oh my god, I was just going to say it's not likely we'll get hit again, and then Randy goes and does this to me. Let's get everybody together. At least our shooters, right? Let's get our shooters over here. Where's the alpaca? You two just come up over here. Let's get Flatus. Try and get Flatus in on the action. Helminia, take safety, please. Let's go. Everybody up in arms. Flatus might be the first one to lock horns with the alpaca, so to speak. Where the hell is it? I don't actually see it. It's a free meat. That's right. We actually do need this. Oh, okay, there it is. I thought it marked it as like red or something. Maybe not for a maddened animal. All right, we've got whist. Okay, we got our guns ready. We're going to keep Flatus back until the last possible moment. You know, as I'm playing, I'm like thinking of other mods that I want to go and install before the next stream. Oh, it's going to go right through the... Yes! Okay. That was actually good. See, we placed those traps in the previous stream, and we hadn't got rated yet, so I wasn't sure if that was a good place, but it turns out that was okay. That was a good placement. Come on. Whist. It's coming right for you. You dare not touch Whist. Alright, let's pick up the corpse. Get that in for Helminia's loving embrace. I mean, whatever. Alright, and you're done. Oh, they're going to eat. And we got Helminia over here, too. Let's release her from her job. Okay, she's hauling wood. I guess that's fine. I just want her cooking. We don't know pemmican yet, but we will soon learn the mysterious arts of making pemmican. Alright, let's go into super speed mode. They're picking up the steel. They're probably going to go to bed, yeah. Alright, things are going okay. Fairly smooth for now. We do need, after, I think, pemmican, we're going to go... I don't know yet. Probably smithing and machining. Oh, what's that? A caravan is approaching. They're a bulk goods trader. Awesome. Sick. Okay, good. I don't know if we have a lot to trade with them, but we might. We might have a few things. So, let's see. You should get hormone implants for Flatus. You know, there are mods which will allow you to do that, as you're probably... I'm not sure, you might be well aware of that, but... Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so we got the butcher table... But I'm realizing I don't have a stonecutter's table yet, so... Just slap that down right there, that's fine. Not in a workshop. This room is everything to me. It's more than just a workshop. It's all the things. Alright, let's get that picked up. I've forgotten who had the best social. I think it's Ryan. With 6. Everybody else is socially inept. Ryan's the sweet talker. Come on, let's wake you up. Consuming a simple meal? Yeah, after you've traded. Or no, go ahead. Okay, let's see. Pigs and sows. Okay, we could sell some of this scrap leather we've got little pieces of. Panthera fur, we'll sell that off. Keep our steel. What's going on? Hello, Mr. Capybara, at which... Mr. Capybara Twitch, hello, welcome. Greetings, first time watching you stream. Literally just searched your Twitch name. Nice. Excellent. Well, thank you for coming by and dropping in and saying hello, my friend. We've been streaming here on our little colony for about 40 minutes so far today, so really just getting started. And this is only my second stream with this colony, but... yeah, thanks for coming in. Alright, doing a little trading here with the general goods trader. Or what is it called? Bulk goods trader, I mean. Let's see. We'll get rid of these synthread pants. We should get a book. Man, I forgot all about books. Hold on. Okay, so key concepts of breeding. This will level up our animals and our crafting. Max to level 10. This does social and medical. Ooh. That's actually really good. I want that book. Recreation gain. Yeah, let's grab that book. And that's pretty sick. I should probably get a reinforced barrel too, but we're not quite there yet. I don't have the right research, but we will at some point need that. Alright, let's go. Well, hope you have fun because I'm going back to watching your Vintage Story Prehistoric. Right on. By the way, this series introduced me to your channel, so have fun. Well, thank you, my friend. Appreciate you. Hope you enjoy that prehistoric run. And, of course, once you finish with that one, I've got a whole bunch more Vintage Story. But, yeah, thank you again for coming by. It's great chatting with you for the first time. Hopefully I'll see you in the future. But hey, looks like Saturn's here. We are not, my friend. We're still alive. Here on planet Earth, at least. I don't know what it's like on Saturn, but here we're still active. And we're about to buy some books. Ooh, fishing has been introduced to the game too. That's right. That's huge. But, so that's just for researching purposes. Alright, we're not going to go too crazy. We'll still get a little bit of money out of this and an awesome book. Oh, I didn't get this put away. Alright, pick up the book. Wait a second. I think... Isn't there a bookshelf we can build now? Bookshelf. There it is. Bookcase. Small bookcase. Let's just go for a full-size bookcase. I mean, eventually we're going to have quite the library. That's right. That's right. It gets a little bonus when it's next to the research stuff. The true question is, does the game have panning? No. It's got no panning or anything really similar, unfortunately. So, now, wait a second. Don't turn the stream off, buddy. It's still entertaining. I know. It does have a critical lack of panning, unfortunately, but it's got a lot of other stuff to make up for that, for sure. But nonetheless, I'm glad you swung by, at least for a moment or two. At least long enough to ask the critical question, right? But, alright, so Ryan is constantly meditating. At least it does have bear hunts. Oh, it's got bear hunts aplenty, my friend. You better believe it. In fact, we just got hunted by a couple of macaws. You missed that. We did kill those and down them quite handily. Oh, and that's right. Ryan has been fully healed. So the scars are just old scars. Bear hunts. Let's see. We can actually look at the wildlife. There is no bear on the map currently. There's a whole heck of a lot of rhinoceroses, though. And some panthers. We're in a jungle biome too, so bears could swing by though. We could see some bears. We definitely could get bears from like traders and stuff too. But yeah, the real threat are going to be the rhinos if we get too close or actually shoot them, and panthers could actively hunt our pawns. We've also got cobras, but those, as long as we just stay away from those, we'll be fine. All right, so let's go to Helminia. Good. Is she working on this down here? See, this is so far away from the colony. Another thing that will often happen is they'll come down here, they'll deconstruct one block, and then they're like hungry by the time they get here or whatever. Like one of their need bars is real low. Like she needs recreation. So they'll come all the way down here, they'll deconstruct one, and then they'll walk all the way back just to like play a game of hoopstone or what. Yeah. See, it's going to like... So I like to come down here with them and force them to at least take out like, 4 or 5 blocks. You got to be careful. You don't want to overdo it because then they'll have a mental break and it starts getting worse. Let's see. I wonder if that damaged panther could be baited in for trade. Oh, that's a good idea, buddy. Where was the damaged one? Take advantage. Oh, look, well, we're going to grab that. We should be careful with those 2 panthers over there. We don't want to get too crazy with the meat until we get that pemmican recipe. But, how's this going? Let's see. I think I'm going to turn on sowing for those potatoes. All right, Helminia's down there. These 2 jokers. Yeah, because I'd rather just force them, push them a little bit harder, and get this done, and get this stone back home. All right, let's speed it up. So if we spend all day down here, they'll get caught by a raid or something. Whoop. Where are you going, Flatus? Are you hauling stuff? Okay, yeah. Hauling everything she can. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, they're going to come back after they refill their need bars. Let's just watch them over here. Good. Yeah, we could actually trigger these rhinos and have them try to... But that might be too much. We might end up turning this faction hostile against us if 2 of them get killed over here. So I don't want to risk it. Let's look at the factions, actually. We haven't looked at that. Oh, Helminia's got a major break risk. Hold on. Oh, she's hungry. Yeah, ravenously hungry. Should be fine. Alright, so, what we're looking at, the factions. Yeah, there's a lot of hostile factions, so we don't want to turn off or piss off anybody if we can help it. Alright, they're going back, I think. What's he doing? Oh, he's building that. Okay. That's fine. That's the last barricade. Minor break risk is over. Ryan Helminia, Whist, what are you doing? Whist is researching. Perfect. It's going to save this colony single-handed. Vladis is playing chess, consuming meals. Alright. Building the barricades, taking you forever. Let's speed that up. Hurry it up. Alright. We've got Pemmican. Yeah. I should really get into fishing. Oh, you can do a fishing zone? Oh, so is it just like you just set up a zone and your pawns do it? Or do you have to actually make like a fishing pole and stuff? You know, a great challenge to make all factions hostile and survive. It certainly is possible to do that. Yeah, I think we'll stick with smithing for, although drug production's good, but well, we've got our Psychite tea, so that'll tide over our drug-hungry pawns, at least for now. But we'll definitely get into drug making at some point. Alright, where are you going? You're going to meditate. Hold on a second. I need to set up a meditation. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn down the psi focus really low, because right now he's only got one spell, or she does. So we don't need it we don't need a lot of meditation. Let's get this finished. Alright, we're doing good. Ooh, a marble urn. That has a beauty of 8. I think I'm just going to uninstall these urns, and we'll claim those and take them back and install them in our little building. Alright, here comes Vladis. That's right. No. That's not enough work. Good. Okay, get to work. It's getting to be late, but we got to get this done, people. See this cassowary? I don't like the look of it. It's eyeballing my colonists. Alright. Yeah, grab that. And just prioritize all that. Go. Get it. Good. Alright, Vladis is very slow on those doors. Not to worry. We'll get this done. Let's see if Whist has started a project yet for her art. No, not yet. She will, though. She's been our main researcher, though, up to this point, so I don't know. Maybe it's not a good thing. Let's put that there. We're going to have to break out and actually build a home soon, but yeah, we got to start cutting some stone first. So we're going to do granite and marble. I'm going to do this forever. I'm also going to have them just drop it because they're literally next to the stockpile. Let's do some details. A drop. I'll leave the ingredient unlimited there. Hey, Kagenone, what's up, my friend? Thanks for coming by. Oh, need a prison, too, at some point. That's... thank you for reminding me, actually. I'm going to build that right now. I have a lot of stone, but it actually technically does not need to be that large. Yeah, good call there, Steve. Alright, so... this is going to be a really crappy prison, but don't judge me here. Actually, that's probably too much. I don't have that much granite, do I? Let's see. Steel does burn. I want to save the slate for Whist. 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'll use some limestone. Getting real min-maxy here, people. Alright, and for the door, we could just use a steel... do I not have wood? Let's get a wooden door, but I'm going to have to cut some down. Yeah, good call, good call. Alright, God, we're always out of wood, aren't we? Hey, need it. Okay, currently playing with the new DLC. Same as you, just not streaming it. Right on, my friend. Yeah, so far it's been a lot of fun. This is only our second stream with this colony, but, you know, we're getting there. So far nobody's died, at least, so that's something. Alright, we're going to put those urns in. They're not that great to look at, but what happened to the other one? Oh, that's the same one. Whoops, getting confused here, not to worry. All right. Oh, we need to switch up our bills. I forgot. All right. So let's trash that. I'm just going to suspend that for right now. Actually, you know what? Let's trash it. We're going to make pemmican all day long. So let's go into the details here. I'm going to do until we have... Let's not get crazy with it. We'll say 400. And pause when we have 250. Of course, just Helminia. Limit the range. Yeah. That's fine. I don't need to change anything, do I? No, I don't think so. Maybe not Toxie potatoes. I don't know what that is, but maybe not those. All right. Just don't do the kind of prison that I did. Can't stress enough not to put your entire prison underground and then set them to mine out the mountains for you. Oh, man. Sounds like you had more of a slave thing going than a prison. I got 2 main bases at the moment. One in the temperate, one in an asteroid. Nice. No human meat? No, we're not doing the human meat. That's turned off by default, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check that. And insect meat is turned off. Yeah, human and insect meat are turned off by default. If we were going for a cannibal colony, we would have to just remember to turn it on. But right now, their current ideology, it's abhorrent, considered as such. But of course, it's a fluid ideology. Our beliefs can change. But I don't think we're going to go for that one. We'll see. All right, and reinstall that. It's not a lot of beauty, but every little bit is going to help us, especially once Wiz starts churning out some sculptures. Let's go, Wiz. She's at a 0 artistic, but she really likes to do it. So, no, the colonists are not cannibals, but you can have a cannibal tribe if you want. There's actually a lot of great benefits to it. There's some downsides too, but yeah, no. It's one of the reasons this game has like adult content warnings on it and stuff. When I stream, it like pops up every time I load RimWorld into like what game are you playing. On the stream description, it like pops up a warning. So this game can be pretty brutal and gruesome, but it really just depends on how you want to play it. You know, you're not forced to do anything. You could role play as like a gentle, peace-loving colony that has to defend itself with like nothing but turrets or something. You know, let's see. That would be a challenge. Actually, that would be kind of a cool challenge. Yeah. Oh, all right. You also went for fluid. I like fluid. Yeah. You know, when it was first introduced, I didn't really get into it, but I do like it now. It makes a lot more sense to me. All right, let's see. Do we have wood yet? For the love of God, chop down some wood, people. Oh, so they've got a shipborne. Wait a second. Did I miss that? Can we look at our memes? I don't think we can look at the meme selection until we're ready to choose one, but I did notice that they added a new meme. Shipborne, huh? Or is that actually from a mod? All right, let's see. Come on down here. Look at the ship of spiritualism ideology. Okay. Wait, can we search for that? Astral Starship. Shipborne, there it is. Humans were destined, indoors preferred. Eating nutrient paste, don't mind. Temperature, tough. I don't know what that means. Space habitat preferred. Conflicting traits, undergrounder. Cool. Seems like a pretty mild one. Is that only an impact 2? Is that what that is? Yeah, that's not too bad. I like it, though. I like the memes that allow your people to eat nutrient paste. It just makes feeding your colony so easy, so much easier, you know? Alright, so Flatus is down here. She's going to finish this off. Oh, that's reserved by Ryan. That's okay. He's canceled his duties. Let's see. Alright, he's picking that up. Just looking for any more stone down here. This is all granite. We got steel columns. Let's have him take out a little bit of this granite too. Oops. Didn't do that properly. Come on. Alright. Promise we won't spend all entire stream taking apart ruins. It's helpful initially at least. I'm expecting they probably still haven't chopped any trees down either. Alright, Ryan's pissed off at me now. Don't worry, it's almost over. There you go. Good job. Okay, and let's see. Detected a logging site. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. We're going to take a look at the world, apparently. So here's us right here. I like how they've highlighted our little area. Yeah, that's actually a really nice, just little simple addition, but that's cool. All right, let's go. Speed it back up. Yes, okay, now Helmini is over here working on some stone. This is good. We can't neglect our research, though. No, you know what? It just occurs to me. Hold on a second. What is her ideology? Okay, we got lucky. She happens to be the same ideology as us. Yeah, that was pretty fortunate. It just occurred to me, but it's not the end of the world if she's a different faith. It's a little bit better. Oh, okay, so the temperature thing up in space, negative 75 C, understood. So that just means they are more resistant to the higher and lower temperatures when it says tough. All right, let's check out our work schedule here. Basic crafting for Helminia and Whist. She's doing that. All right, we don't want to go too overboard on the stones, really, but I will let her work a little bit. Okay, cool. Let's see, and can we expand our zone? Is that going to work? No. Oh, shoot. What is this? Oh, that's our effigy. Yeah, now we recently did that. Let's see what else we might be able to do. Yeah, that one's too recent. We got to keep up with our little rituals here. Roll change. Fair of Mankind. No, that one takes some furniture we don't have. The party. Again. Here we go. This is the one we're looking for. Sky Lantern. So we just need some wood, which is like constant in this colony. Alright, I'm going to stop giving them orders and just let them complete their queues of work so that we'll eventually get the wood chopped and stuff. They're being distracted by a lot of stuff, including coming all the way down here, but that's going to be it. I don't think we'll take any more of that apart, unless it's for some quick and easy steel. Right now, though, we're sitting on top of 566 steel, which is plenty. In fact, it's a little too much. Let's take a quick peek at the colony's wealth. 18K. This is very important. When we get up to the high levels of difficulty, you really got to maintain as low of a wealth as you can. That's assuming you're playing on the wealth dependent mode, because you can go the opposite way and just play like raids get harder over time. All right, let's speed it up. Okay, we just got some rice. Now I think since... Oh, are we totally out of food? Uh-oh, yeah. Didn't notice that. Let's do some hunting. I don't like hunting cassowaries. Not. Yeah, we need to start get some pemmican made. Let's look at our animals. What do we got that could be easy? Where are these alpacas? They're kind of a walk for us. Alright, well, we'll start with this. We're going to do this in groups. Do this the smartest way we can. In fact, I should probably just give Flatus that bow, but, I mean, her shooting is so poor that it really almost doesn't matter. Someone covered their grab ship with uranium slug turrets. They were able to drop down on an enemy settlement, then the turrets would immediately start hunting down targets. They tuned up their grab ship into a battleship. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Alright, he's running. Oh, I can't even see the range of my guy. There we go. Alright, so it'll start turning around. Nope, damn it. That was a mistake. Let's get Flatus over here, just in case melee kicks in. Yeah. Whist, fall back. Flatus, step in. Stop shooting it. Oh! I'm gonna shoot Flatus. Oh, good job, Whist. Alright, let me look. Oh, we got a bite. I'm going to hope and pray that Helminia's doctoring abilities are good enough to get Whist healed up without using medicine. This could be a stupid thing. Nope, Whist, don't go swimming around in filthy water. Wait, why is she not? There we go. All right, get her treated before she goes swimming around. Did you start? No, we started with 3 colonists. We originally started with Whist, Ryan, and Flatus, and then Helminia joined us after we did like a really good ritual. She was attracted by just how pious and dedicated to the gods we are. All right, we're actually going to get her. What's going on, Herb Derpley? Welcome, my friend. Thanks for coming by the stream, buddy. Good to see you today. Doing a little bit of RimWorld. This is our second stream after the big Odyssey DLC. In the office. Oh, you're in the office right now? Gotcha. Understood. Well, hope you're having a good day. Appreciate you coming by still, though. Alright, let's see. How nice is this? Hideous. It's a hideous room. Yeah, buddy. It must have been the ritual to the holy pan. I should have changed my ideology to that. That would have been funny. Alright, so it would be nice to... Wait, it would be hard to resist a ritual dedicated to the holy pan. That's absolutely true. Then I could just attract any colonists I wanted. Alright, so she's working on that, but we definitely need more meat. So we're going to have to butcher Matza. No, I'm just kidding. We won't do that, but since Whist is now in the hospital, or resting at least, let's not go after anything too crazy. Yeah, I think we'll just set to hunt some of these alpacas here. We got to be careful, though, because there are panthers out here, so I'm going to watch this. Okay, solar flare is not a big deal right now. I wonder if these peacocks get super aggressive like cassowaries do. I bet you that they don't. But also, it's kind of close to the rhinos, so I don't really want to accidentally shoot one of those, because that would be a death sentence. There's no way we could outrun that. I can't tell how... Oh, God, he's moving real close to that panther. Can't tell how long it's been since this thing is eaten, so if it gets hungry, it might start hunting our character. Alright, stop what you're doing, buddy. Just shoot it. Come on. Standing there, it's like standing still, 10 feet away from it. Well, you hit it. Now there's panthers in the background, though. Oh, Christ. Don't want to accidentally stray bullet hitting one of these predators. Okay, so we're going to do this manually. Look at that cat. Oh, that was the... Oh, okay, well, hold on. Hold on, just stop. Okay, try again. Come on, let's go. Have you remembered to change the outcome of rituals to whatever to always get colonists as a reward? Oh, you know what? I didn't. I did not. I think I forgot to set the rewards. Oh, cool. We got a dead animal, though. Sick. Good shot there, buddy. All right, grab that. Yeah. Okay, we just got to be careful now because we got another corpse coming out, but... Yeah, I forgot what the ritual rewards actually are. Does it show it? 50% chance to recruit. Discover ancient complex nearby. Goodwill from... Oh, so we got random stuff. Complex. Goodwill. And side focus. Yeah, those aren't good. That's not great. I don't think I can change that either now that we've established it, but I did forget to do that. Nonetheless, it'll be an important thing to remember for my next series, no doubt about it. Alright, so they both successfully got their little corpses. Or no, I don't know what she's doing. Alright, not to worry. Yay, Whist is fully healed. Alright, so... Oh, we've got that solar storm. You can change it once you reform. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you. I will have to do that if I remember. Including changing your rewards. Got it. So do we have wood yet? Probably not. I was like, I'm going to let him just chop down wood, and then I immediately ordered him to start hunting and doing other stuff. Can you not edit them when you hit the required number? Apparently we can, yeah. So we'll do that when we get our ideology reformed. All right, what do you need? Mood. Oh, we need that psychoid tea, man. Stuff's taking forever to grow. Let's expand it a little bit. We need a bigger operation. All right, very nice. Herb if you have an NPC that is a goof or makes unwise decisions, I vote to name him Herb Derp. You got it, my friend. Will do. Okay, so we've got our first sculpture from Whist, and it is poor, but not to worry. I bet you she actually probably leveled up from that. Oh, she leveled up twice, so she was at a 0, and now she's at 2. It does have a beauty factor of 28, so instead of just deconstructing it and for harvesting the parts or the materials, I am going to install it, and it'll help to boost this room a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. And of course, that'll just help with the mood and everything else. But alright, speaking of moods, let's pick all that wood up. And I think we're going to try for a ritual real quick. We got a major break risk. His mood is just toilets. Yeah, he doesn't like his barracks. He's just upset. She's just upset in general. Let's try... well, let's do it in the morning. Maybe we can get that mood up a little bit. Prison doorbell, thank you. That's what we've been waiting on that wood for the whole freaking time, isn't it? Alright, they don't need anything fancy, so we'll put those in there like that, and we'll wait. Oh, and Whist doesn't have a bed anymore, so that's for you, Whist. Give her back her bed. Good, good, good. She was going to go sleep in the prison. Not tonight, Whist. That's not necessary. Alright, and we should be getting some pemmican going, because we are low on food. I think I'm going to set one more to be hunted. God, they're hanging out right at the edge of the damn map and right next to these panthers, man. Oh, gosh. Ooh. That's not good. Do we have a fire? We do. We do have a fire. That can be real deadly. So everybody wake up and get to it. Oh, man. Yep, we lost our charge on the battery, but... not much we can do about it. I don't think, yeah, circuit breakers are not actually part of the base game, are they? Ah, well. I'm telling you, switch to panther hunting, you won't fear a stray shot. Oh. One day. When Ryan gets a little bit better at shooting, 8 right now, it's not bad, but I would like it to be like a 15 before I actually start shooting at predators or dangerous animals. And a better gun, too. What is this? The musket or whatever? What is it actually? Bolt action rifle, yeah. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's, you know, it's got good range, but... Alright. I actually think, now that we've got a little bit of granite here... Should we build another wall? Or... should we actually build another building? Let me think about it. So we've got a prison. Shuttles are amazing. It's long range. Couple colonists mine it. That's good. Yeah, yeah. That'll be interesting. I can't wait to get into it for sure. Alright, so these are prisoners. There we go. So we got a prison, albeit it's terrible. And it's going to be very hot in there. Can you dig a hole, shoot from the panther across the hole, make it fall in? No, not quite. Can't do that, unfortunately. No, why? Oh. You know what? We need to build another one of these, and also need to clear the dang trees out of it. I thought I set up a grow zone for this reason. I swear that I did. Okay, I did. Yeah, they're just not doing it. Alright, speed it up, people. You got work to do. Get on it. This thing is being blocked by trees, so it's not doing anything. Major break risk. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I hope. Ooh, good job, Vladis. Alright, we've got that going. Let's get these trees chopped down. Everything else is looking good. We don't have any prisoners yet, Saturn, but eventually we will probably take prisoners. And the reason we want a prison is to attempt to recruit them. If I decide I want to recruit one of the prisoners, we'll need like long-term area for them to sleep and stuff and feed them. So eventually you can, yeah, recruit them. Depending, some prisoners or some pawns, as they're called, some colonists, cannot be recruited. They just have like an iron will or whatever. But yeah, just the prison is for the future. That's right. But that's the thing about it is if we get raided and there is a pawn that's like down, that's injured, that I really want to recruit, and if I'm not prepared for it ahead of time, then that person could die or something. So it's important to get your certain facilities up and running early. So you capture them, forcibly recruit them. It's more like mental, it's more like propaganda and just psychological coercion. Because what happens is you'll set your prisoner to be recruited, and then if you've got pawns that are marked as jailers, wardens here, they will go and talk to them like twice a day, I think, or something like that. They'll come over here, they'll feed them, and then they'll go give them like a little talking to. And the pawn, once we do this, I'll explain it again and show you, but each pawn has like a resistance level, so you wear them down over time. Like just convince, yeah, it's a charm session. Yeah, we're going to use our charisma. And of course, like for instance, each pawn has a social value. Ryan's is at a 6, which is the highest in the colony. 20 is the max. All these skills will max out at 20. So this also is going to affect that ability to coerce people. Might be a good idea to find a good mod for recruitment again. Yeah, absolutely. Talk to them for sure. Oh, it's funny. You know, there's if you get up, RimWorld's got a really big following, as some of you guys are probably aware. Not just on YouTube, but if you go to the RimWorld subreddit, there are like artists who have like whole comic strips. Like they'll do like reoccurring monthly comics for RimWorld, like set in the RimWorld, and it's super funny. You see like it's so hilarious some of the situations they create in these comics of people being recruited and all kinds of great stuff. I really recommend it. RimWorld's got a great community over there on Reddit. At least they used to. I haven't been on it in a couple of years, but it's definitely a great resource for learning the game too, you know. But alright, so what's going on in the colony? I think we're still struggling to get our food, but we've got 44 pemmican, which is good. I'd rather see this bill like be fulfilled. So we need roughly 400. It's still there and active. That's good to know. That's good to know. The DLC is basically being celebrated as the best DLC ever on the subreddit. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm honestly not. And I'm very excited for it too. In my estimation previously, before this one, Biotech was the real masterpiece. You know, added babies, added a whole bunch of stuff. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Odyssey has changed things. I think going and working on the world map is really important. You know, this is an aspect of the game which, I mean, there have been playthroughs in the past I've done, even ones I've like published on YouTube, which I almost never do any traveling. You know, I'm very much like just a turtle up and never leave your single map. But there's a whole world out there I've been missing. So I think Odyssey is going to be great for encouraging that more exploratory gameplay. I wasn't overly impressed by the previous DLC. Not really into the horror stuff. Yeah, me either. I would say of all the DLCs, including this one, that Anomaly is probably my least favorite. I mean, I like the SCP short stories and stuff, speaking of Reddit. Yeah, but I don't know. It was implemented well. it would have been cool for like a small like seasonal release. I think like release that as like just bonus content for Halloween or something. It would have made more sense, but it's okay. You can't knock every hit out of the park. Sometimes you just do a base hit or you got a bunt occasionally, and that's kind of what Anomaly was, I think. But yeah, definitely they've made up for it with Odyssey, haven't they? All right. Let's go. Sad Wanderer. Oh, Flatus. Ate raw food. What the freaking raw food? Oh, well, okay. They're going through this food quite a bit. I mean, Helminia is literally cooking it as we speak. She just can't keep up with the demand. All right, well, not to worry. The Sad Wanderer can be pretty dangerous if it happens like near the edge of the map, but Flatus did have a mental break like right next to the house, so hopefully we won't have any dangerous encounters with her. You like plenty of cool stuff with Zato. That's cool. That's good. I'm glad you enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. There were some elements that were good, nice, but the horse stuff, no thanks. Yeah. It was fun to play through once. I really enjoyed my first experiences with it. The Revenant was kind of a frustrating creature. It was just difficult. You had to kind of learn how to actually pursue it and stuff, but otherwise, was it the Revenant I'm thinking of? I can't remember. It's not important. But yeah, once I played through it once, though, I was like, that's it. I'll just turn it off from now on. Definitely polarizing. Yeah, it was. Some people had a great time. Some absolutely hated it. I would be willing to do another Anomaly run because I didn't actually technically beat it. Like, I died on the final event or whatever, as I remember, for my first playthrough and my only playthrough with Anomaly, like as the focus. So maybe I should at some point when Odyssey kind of loses its luster a little bit. Maybe I'll go back and replay it, especially knowing what I know now with some of like the lower level threats with Anomaly. I think I could probably beat it, but where are you going to put the Panther pen? Well, Saturn, we literally could. See, the thing about attempting to tame wildlife is if we look at the Panther here, I hope it shows this info. I believe almost all animals are tameable, but they have a % chance to attack you if you fail to tame them. If you go out there and you try to tame and fail, there's a chance, and it's different for each animal. And I assume that the Panthers probably have a pretty high chance to attack. Revenge on tame fail, well, it's 30%. Revenge chance on harm, that's much higher. That's 50%. Yeah, but yeah. In my experience, it's like it says 30%, but you just consider this to be 100%. You're going to be better. So, in other words, if we were to get to a point where I wanted to tame panthers, which is possible, and then start breeding them and training them as a fighting force, all of that is possible. I would want to send somebody out here who has like a really, really high animal skill. And it would be best if they were armed too when they did it. Even then, even if you're maxed out at 20, there's still the chance that they'll turn and attack you. Your first Revenant encounter happened when I had 6 centipedes. It hypnotized someone but didn't make it. Wow, that's actually impressive. Yeah. Maybe you can recruit some panthers too. How cool would it be to... there's a mod called Giddy Up, which allows you to ride animals. It's not part of the base game. You can't mount animals in the base, but there is a mod for it. 8 skill needed, 2 yeah, so I don't even have anybody who's like capable enough with animal handling to even attempt it, I don't think. And if I did, I'm not going to try it at skill 8. Alright, Flatus is still on a mental break. Not to worry. Just hanging out down there by the wall. Going good. Our windmills are... This one's still being blocked. Ryan's growing a bunch of potatoes, too. Look at this tree cut down. And then stop sowing. Alright, we're good. Don't want to go too heavy with the food. Again, I gotta really stress that we're trying to avoid getting this too high, too fast. Colony wealth. And the biggest increase to colony wealth typically is going to be from incoming colonists too, because each one of these colonists has their own value essentially. And like if I were to install a prosthetic, like a real high value bionic on Helminia, her value is going to go up, and that's going to add to the overall colony wealth. But Alright, speaking of wealth, we've got a whole bunch of granite blocks now, so let's suspend the granite bill. I'm going to allow them to continue using marble, or making marble though, and that's going to be for whist. Let's see, is she done? She's still only made the one sculpture. I think with 500 granite, it's time to start thinking about another building. Alright, so let's zoom out. We've got 2 points of entry to our little mountain valley here. This is one of them. Technically we have 3, but one of them is blocked with a wall right now. So what I'm thinking is we will block this again, but I'm going to set it up such that there'll be a door there. So let's center that. Granite wall. I need to install the embrasures mod. I love that mod. Does make things a little bit, well, makes things much easier to defend, but we can still kind of work on this over here. Set up defensive structures for our people. Alright, so this is just a good blocking wall. And we'll just start with 1 layer. I'll probably go 2 layers deep, but we'll just start with 1. Put it in the home zone. Okay, not to worry. Let's expand our home zone over this. Good. Let's expand our home zone over that. Okay. Just importance. Good. Ryan's hard at work already. It's excellent. And just had a mental break. Minor pain. Sometimes it's unavoidable. But it's good because, you know, when you have a mental break and you get over it, you get catharsis. You'll get a little debuff, or a little buff. We should see it on Flatus. So you basically get like a mood buff for a short time. Kind of helps ensure that you don't get like spiraling mood breaks constantly. Alright, Ryan's having a heat stroke. Is the second generator plumbed into the electricity cabling? Yeah. It should be. It's next to it, so it's touching it. Yes, it is. Good question. I've also got it set up that once we get ready for it, we can just slap down that geothermal, and it will be good. Alright, so we're back up to full power. Excellent. We don't have a lot going on in terms of electricity, just 1 lamp, an air conditioner, and this. But it's good. It's important. Alright, now we are starting to get real full. Let's expand. Yeah, I think I really kind of want to make a barracks next. I prefer to use marble, though, believe it or not, for the barracks structure. Because I'm not worried about them knocking down my walls. But the marble will give it a higher beauty factor, for sure. It also might be a plan to rearrange those beds into a square with a bedside table in the middle. Yeah, like I'm saying, I think we will... Yeah, we could definitely do that. That's actually not a bad idea. I should have probably set it up that way in the first place. I'm just going to have to wait. But, yeah, we'll do that. Where's Ryan? Oh, mental break still. Okay. Hurry up. Get over yourself. Nobody cares about your drama. Now, how's the food going? We've got 228 pemmican. We've got a nice little stockpile of rice. So, let's set something to be hunted here. Ugh. I would hunt this turtle, but it's too close to the rhinos. I tell you what, if we do get another trader, I'm going to have them try and take out some of these rhinoceroses. Okay. Oh, look at that. Freebie. Yeah, a little bit of meat we can scavenge off that dead alpaca. Let's go. Alright, there goes Whist. She's going to brave the wilds of the jungle, past the panthers, dragging a fresh carcass of alpaca all the way back. Good job, Whist. You nailed it. Alright, why is this not at full strength? Oh, we got bamboo. Alright, let's go, people. Good job, Helminia. Whist is working on her second sculpture. This one, I'm sure, is going to be of poor quality as well, but... Oh, look! Helminia's reading the book. I forgot all about the book. So she's currently... I don't even remember what this book does. Where's the book? Oh, there it is. She didn't even put it back on the shelf. Helmania, social and medical. Oh, that's perfect for her. Yeah, that actually, those two skills right there, everybody can learn. So I think there's a way to... Yeah, we can manage the reading policy and like set it up so that only certain people will read certain books and stuff, but I'm not going to get that detailed with it yet, just because we've only got the one book, and like I said, everybody can benefit from social and medical. I'm fine with that. God, Ryan is still on a mental break, but had the good sense to come home and at least sleep in her own bed. Alright, Helminia, you're going good. Whist. Leave that bed. Let's get this set up. Okay, and this one. Okay, I think I need better. I need more space here. Yeah, I won't worry about it for right now. We'll just go ahead and make the next priority an actual barracks. So we're looking at 110 marble. Need a little bit more of that. And we'll be getting some of that here. Helminia. Okay. We're good on the psychotic break. Come back to us, Ryan. Quit your psychotic break. Alright, good. Oh, we'll just reach level 4 artistic up here. Good job, Whist. We got a decent amount of pemmican, but we'll probably want to do another little hunt here soon. Let's see if there's any corpses or anything laying around. Let's turn this off. Like, when everybody's asleep, I like to go out and scavenge the map. Just look for easy pickings. Ooh, we got elephants on board. Yeah, now elephants are definitely worth trying to tame. We got a dead monkey. Yeah. Yeah, elephants are, I think, do they have no chance? I think animals are, I'm sorry, elephants actually have 0% chance to attack you if you fail. So it's like a free, yeah, 0% chance to attack on tame fail. So elephants are a great one to try. It's also really good to like level up your animal handling, because typically they come in groups, so you can try. If you set like all of them to be tamed, your person will come out and try one, then the next, then the next. So yeah, it's also a good way to power level that skill in a sense. But drumbos are like that too. I think you got to be pretty high to even attempt it, like a 12 or 15 with a thrumbo, but unless they've changed it, those animals also have 0% chance to attack on fail. Alright, just looking for more meat. A monkey isn't very much, so we'll definitely need more. 150, let's speed it up, people. Alright, did we get these walls built? Not quite. What's going on over here? Okay. I think it's because our main builder had a mental break there. That's the thing about the granite walls. They do have the highest hit points, but they also take the longest amount of time to build. Especially when you're botching construction left and right. Alright, very good. I think we're going to build a couple more of the traps. And we'll zone those to the home zone. Good. Let's go ahead and chop down that tree so they don't have any cover. Alright, very good. Okay. Now let's start to plot out where we're going to want a barrack structure. So typically what I do is my first little hole in the wall, I'll convert this into our storage eventually, because the zone is already here. It's just easy to do that. But we're going to start moving things out of it. So we're going to build like a barracks so we can get the beds out of here. Then we'll put our research in that barracks. And then we'll build a kitchen and move that out of here. And eventually all that's left is just going to be the storage. But We need a decent little area, so let's get our zoning tool. No, I want the planning tool. And of course, keeping in mind this orange here is unstable ground. It's too marshy, so I can't build anything there. We probably want to centralize the barracks as best as we can. So considering we're going to be developing the colony here inside this little valley, I think what we'll do... So that's a road. What? Yeah. And let's go 15. No. Let's move it this way a little bit. Okay, 15 by 15. Oops. That looks good to me. Yep. Alright, 15 by 15 is a crucial size for us. We are going to have to put a column in the middle to hold up the roof, but other than that, it should be good. Alright, that's fine. Now, let's grab some marble walls. We don't have enough to fully complete this, but I'm just going to start throwing it in, like one side at a time. We'll build it in phases. Alright, let's get this removed. Good. Alright, yeah, that should be good. Don't have to deconstruct anything. Just chop down a little bit of wood. Alright, so let's grab a door. And again, I'm making this all out of marble, because marble is going to give us a beauty factor, which is important. Alright, and again, it seems big. This is a big barracks, but we're also going to put our research benches in here initially. Eventually, middle stages, I'll change that, but yeah, for now, we want a big barracks. I anticipate we'll have a large colony, but eventually we will take off into space too. I hope. Oh, we got our second sculpture. It is poor quality, but that's okay. Let's place it down there. Good job, List. She's already working on her next one. Almost done with it. There it is. It's a chicken. And it's normal quality. Not too bad. Alright, she's getting better. Space bears are the coolest. Okay, that's going good. Food is getting low. So let's get this damn rat out of here. I'm going to hunt that rat. Okay, I could probably turn this off again. Watch me shoot this bullet. Or shoot this rat, and one of the bullets hits one of the rhinos or something. Oh, it's always that. Always something like that. This rhino's leaving. Where are you going, buddy? It's like, I hate this colony. Looking for some easy pickings. We do have this alpaca. Or where to go? Oh, there was an alpaca. We need meat, people. Oh, we got a mad monkey. Look at that. I asked for meat, and it is delivered. Alright, let's take our stations behind here. Go. Go, go, go. Look, the rhino is coming to back us up. It's going to be our melee pal. Oh, okay, we got Flatus over here. Let's see if we can get Whist. Flatus, step away. Whist, take your position. Speed it up. Oh, did it hit a trap? Oh, okay, never mind. It hit one of the traps. Beautiful placement. That's what I'm talking about. All right, you're dismissed, people. Back to work. You know what? I'm going to try and hunt this turtle real quick. Come here, Whist. No, 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 no. Move here. Don't shoot with the rhinos between you. Closer the better, Whist. Closer the better. Okay. Yeah, this might not actually work. These turtles are pretty dang tanky. Let's get closer. I can't remember if they will get revenge, though, if we shoot it. I think it can. I think it can go manhunter on us. Oh, Lord Whist. She is gaining skill doing this too, though. Let's see. Yeah, she's getting up there. 3. Alright. We tried. We'll let Ryan give it a shot. There he goes. He killed the tortoise. Good job. So yeah, eventually we do want to get these rhinos out of our little compound, especially once they get the walls put up. Because what'll happen is they'll do one of those manhunter events, and the rhinos will get manhunted, and they'll be like right on top of us inside the walls. So that's not good. We do not want that. All right, one wall's going up. Let's put our home zone over this. Beautiful. Oh, it's going to be the best barracks ever. I can feel it. Let's speed things up here a little bit. Alright, Flatus is working on the doors. Let's go over and check on... Got 100 marble blocks. Helminia is doing that. Whist is working. I think... Let me look at this room. It still shows it's hideous. I think we'll have her hold off on making more sculptures after that. Let's get her to focus on... Yeah... prioritizing research, and that'll lift some of the demand on the stones too, so we can get our barracks built a little quicker. Alright, so she's putting together a little bit of pemmican. Everybody's going to sleep. So we got speed turned up super high. Okay, looking for some food. We need a bulk goods trader or something. See, these panthers, they wake up in the morning, they'll probably get hungry and attack something. Like this cassowary, maybe we can come scavenge it afterwards. That's one good thing about the jungles. There might be more predators, but oh crap. There's definitely a lot more opportunity for roadkill, so to speak. Okay, so Wiz just went on a mental break. Yeah, see, her tortured artist trait is good for art, but it also gives her a permanent -8 mood buff, so it's guaranteed she's just going to have regular mental breaks. But again, it's actually beneficial, because one of the things, it's kind of a hidden bonus for tortured artists, because it doesn't tell you this here, but after a mental break, the next piece of creative thing that she does, whether it's at the art bench or she creates like a bed or something, it will be one level higher in quality than it normally would have been. Oh, Ryan just got malaria. Alright, so that's why we've been saving... Yeah, this is the reason we've been saving that medicine. So we're going to give him some medicine. Oh, let's also... Yeah, I'm going to turn it so that only Helminia is doing the doctoring for now, at least for now. What about collecting berries? Will they use that for vegan pemmican? No, unfortunately not. Well, wait. There is vegan pemmican, isn't there? I guess we could. No, it does require protein, I think. I don't know if there's a vegan or a vegetarian form of pemmican. It doesn't show it as an option, because there are vegetarian options for like regular meals. I don't think pemmican has that option. I could be wrong, but if there is a non-meat substitute like soybeans or something like that, we don't have them currently, unfortunately. It's a good question. I'm not sure though. Alright, so Wista's there. She's not in a great place. We get raided right now. That's going to be bad news, but alright, Helminia still working on some stone blocks. Perfect. Let's see if we can get another wall installed. Okay. And speed up time. Yep, we're low on food again. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm almost out of rice, so even if we have meat right now, she won't be able to make any more pemmican. So, rice looks like it's ready to harvest. It is, okay. No, it's not an option. Gotcha. Thank you, Kage. Okay. Really tempted to try for one of these rhinos, but that's a mistake. What about, maybe we will do a panther hunt. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Let's grab Brian. Have him do this. Gosh, we still didn't do that ritual either. I forgot. And now we got List on a mental break. Ryan's probably going to go on one after I force him to hunt this. Oh, there's pigs on the map now. Cool. Nope, get back here, buddy. Come on. Yeah. Hit it, but just going to bleed out. We'll have to come and scavenge it. Alright, not to worry. Wiz is still in her mental break. I'm just going to sit here and watch it so I don't forget about it. How are we doing on our materials? Oh, there we go. We've got 18 components still. That's fine. Medical treatment. Oh, okay. Hold on. Hold your horses. Okay. Let's get Helminia to treat him with proper medicine. Oh, shit. There we go. Alright. I almost didn't get the medicine he needed, but I think we're going to be okay. Yeah, we'll be fine. So let's force that off. Okay, what do we got? Yay. So Wiz got her inspired creativity. Beautiful. Hold on. Yeah, okay. She's still got one sculpture, so that's actually going to be a good sculpture. Hopefully, we'll see. The Deserter. Oh, okay. This is the one where if we accept this, we become enemies of the Empire, but we get this pawn who I can't actually look at. Oh, skill level shooting is 14. I don't think we're going to do that. Andy says, just going to watch Wiz lose her mind. She's back. She's back. What are you talking about? She's lost that mind for a while now, my friend. Let's see. What did you remove? The tailoring and the pottery mods? What do you mean? We never had tailor. What are you talking about? Are you talking about on the Vintage Story multiplayer server? Because this is RimWorld, my friend. We're in a whole different game right now. If you're talking about something else, you got to specify, because I don't know what you're talking about. This game, I just installed mods for the first time today, but they don't have anything to do with those two. But bam, those are the mods that I just installed today here in RimWorld. All right, let's go. Watching Wiz lose. Oh, you're saying because? No, I'm not sure. Oh, she lost her mind because of the tortured artist trait. Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, it's pretty much guaranteed that Wiz is going to have mental breaks on a semi-regular basis. But all right, everybody's here. They're all. Most of them are awake. Let's see if we can do this. Slim party or Stims party. Nope, not that. That's what we want. Let's go. Okay, this should be our third point if we're successful towards reformation. Yay. Alright, it's unforgettable. Ah, dang it. Ryan just had a mental break. Alright, well, that's good. I mean, that's going to help with their moods, but obviously it's not enough. Yeah, we really got to get out of this barracks here. That's really weighing on their mood. It's having that crappy barracks, so it's good that we expanded. I might have gone a little bit too ambitious with the size, but that's okay. I like to plan big, you know. Looking at the list reminded me of the sad fact the mod author for mods like replace things die. Oh, I didn't know that. That's too bad. Alright, let's see here. Oh no, our potatoes just got blighted. We did have a psychic soothe for females, though, which is amazing, considering that's all we've got. Wait, I thought it just said we had a blight. Does it? I thought it showed it. What? Oh, it's these. Oh, okay. Crap. Yeah, there used to be a good mod for this. Let's cut all the blights. All right, Ryan is now out of commission. I've forgotten who's our actual planters here. Okay, get over here. Helminia? Nope. Ooh, Flatus, you're on your own over here for this one. Nope. I have to do this manually. What's that? Ochung? Is it the Ochung mod that allows me to, like, instantly prioritize all the work in a nearby area? I need that. I think it's Ochung that does that. I could be mistaking it for a different one. Again, it's another problem. I love mods, but oh my god, when you start downloading hundreds of mods, it's hard to keep track of what does what. Okay, get those last two. Let's be thorough here. Oh boy. Yeah, I forgot we got potatoes in two places. This is potatoes and this is potatoes too. And that's strawberries. Let's actually switch that. I think I'm going to, no, delete. And we'll expand. We'll get a little extra fruit going. We've got plenty of potatoes now on this side, so let's allow sowing. All right, we're good, we're good. Achung pronounced Okchung. Never used the mod, though. Oh, okay. So you're just telling me how to pronounce it? Gotcha. Okay, let's see. Everybody's sleeping. Hey, rare thrumbos. Let's look at these guys. I am curious about that. Chance to tame. They changed it. Yep, it's still 0%. Yeah, nice. But what's the requirement for it? 10. Well, that's not bad. I thought it would be higher, but 10 is only halfway towards maximum. That's not bad. We could theoretically get some tamed thrumbos and use them for fighting. No doubt about it. Alright, so our sculpture's done. Good. Whist is no longer inspired. Let's see. There it is. Oh, it's a good sculpture. I'm going to preemptively install it over here. Yeah, because we're going to be moving most of those sculptures into this room anyway. Alright, let's see if we can get more walls up here. We really got to make this a priority. Yep, let's do this. Alright, that needs to be set for deconstruction. We can go ahead and get the plans taken out. It's a little bit easier to see what's going on. And let's build a roof. Ah, they'll do that automatically. Alright, good. Yeah, really want to... Now, one thing I've done before is when you get thrumbos like this, I have walled them in to the compound so they can't go away, but eventually they will just like break their way through walls and stuff. I've had that happen too. You can typically keep them captured for a while, but yeah, eventually they'll just move on. Alright, let's see here. Send you a message. Weather controlled force. A fog for 17 days. Crossbow like that throws rough spikes embedded with... Oh, that's huge. Oh, side trainer for stun. Damn, this is tough. I really want this nerve spiker. Recurve bow, we would replace that really quickly, but this is interesting. It does allow you to do the force work. Alright, so I think we'll accept this. It's going to be an easy one. We'll just have fog. Yeah, let's do that. I want that nerve spiker. And I think we should get the rewards right away. Yeah. Gimme. I think this is a new weapon, isn't it? Oh, it's it's Masterwork quality too. Crossbow-like device throws rough spikes embedded with paralytic biotoxin. Low damage, but it stuns non-mechanoid targets. Large targets are more resistant and will be stunned for less time. Oh, yeah. No, it actually comes from Anomaly. Oh, okay, interesting. Let's take bioferrite. Sometime I've never seen that before. I think that's going to be an upgrade for Whist, though. Yeah, I can tell you two of the mods that I want. That Rhino hunts. Oh, shoot. Maybe I should, Steve. We can get Whist. Ah, shoot. Maybe not a Rhino, but we might start with a Panther. Let's see, because we do need meat. Yeah, we're freaking out of food again. Thrumbo hunts? Now, where's all the dang traders when you need them, you know? Yeah, we're going to, as long as they're not on mental breaks, we're going to have to send them out on a little group hunt in the morning. Auto-aim juggernaut weapon. It's customized sniper rifle with hollow point rounds. Nice. Yeah. I'm telling you, questing is a great way to get like equipped early on and even into the late and middle stages, but you got to be real careful with the quests that you choose because they do kind of scale over time, and I think with Colony Wealth, but some of them can just be way too difficult to accomplish, like with certain levels. Or maybe that's just down to a skill issue with me personally, but yeah, damn. I think our stockpile is totally full. That's not good. Let's actually just move this out here. Flip that right there. It's getting us as much space as I can. We'll move this over here. Oh, god damn it. Somebody just got gut worms. Okay, let's see. Wish just got gut worms. That's not fatal. Did Ryan ever get over his malaria? Oh boy, that's close. I think I'm going to allow him to be healed. Or use medicine on once more. Same with her. Get over these gut worms quicker. We'll allow her to use some medicine. God, we're getting low on it, but yeah, we'll just have to make sure we trade for that as soon as we have an opportunity. I think I'm just going to deconstruct the marble urns. Yep, and let's move these. Okay. I'm determined to get this frickin' barracks room done. Let's go. Get this up. We'll move some of the beds in here. I know, we don't have any storage space. I know. No, West, why don't you move it? There we go. Alright, so we've got a little bit more room. Not much. We just want to get these guns and weapons put away. We don't want them sitting outside. They'll deteriorate. Alright, Whist is working. Everything's going good. That's being moved. That should be moved. Good. Yeah, this room's actually going to be, I think it's going to be pretty impressive due to the size and the few sculptures we've got, and of course the marble walls. Damn it, Sad Wanderer. Look, it's because of the awful barracks. I'm telling you, that's really affecting them big time. But yeah, if we hit the T button, there it is, we can see beauty for all the tiles nearby. Oh, that's funny. So the plants actually have a little bit of beauty, but the walls have one beauty marker. Whereas if we look at like a granite wall, yeah, there's no markers for the granite wall. They're not beautiful. Oh no. We're having multiple mental breaks. And Platis is now destroying the very walls that she just helped to build. Well, at least she's not in our stockpile, destroying like our food stores or something. Medical emergency. Oh, okay. So Ryan is about to, holy crap, possibly die. We are just barely getting ahead of this. No, I think we're going to be okay. Whew. It is very touch and go here with this. Alright, Whisk just fine. Gutworms are not fatal, but they're annoying. Oh god, we need Helminia. Oh damn. Turn on Flatus. Please prioritize tending to Ryan. 96. Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know, people. This might, he might die. She might die. Please don't let it happen. Death, right? Damn it! Are you kidding me? Oh. So, okay, we've just lost a colonist. Well, shoot. Honestly, it was kind of bound to happen with some of the issues, the arterial blockage, but damn it, that malaria. I think it was all down to the fact, too, that the very first treatment I tried to administer was done without medicine. And that was my bad. I forgot to unforbid that. Damn. Ah, well, it's not over yet. It's not over. And there is, like, silver lining to that. Let's go ahead and just bury him, her, down here, I guess. There we go. Yeah, so now at least the AI storyteller is going to take it a little bit easier on us. Oh! Matza just came and ate the head off of Ryan. See, like I said, graphic warnings here, people. Matza just literally decapitated Ryan before we could get him in the ground. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, the dog was hungry and there's no food around. What are you going to do? So yeah, now we only have one person who can do construction, and she's not too good at it. Damn it. Damn. Ryan was our best fighter, but otherwise pretty expendable. You know, it hurts that we lose somebody, obviously, but dang. Alright, so we've got that. Let's assign it to Ryan. And let's get Whisk to Barry before the dog eats any more of the body. Oh, that's right. I do have it set to make skull spikes too. That damn Matza just ate the skull. Oh, I know. Yeah, well, not to worry, because now the next raid should be easier. Although it probably wasn't going to be too challenging anyway, just considering the low level. A mad monkey. But oh shit, that's super close to Whist. Let's get her to fall back, and we'll bring Flatus up. God, we need more people now badly. Helminia, now that we've just lost our best fighter, Helminia has become kind of a liability. Yeah, right through the trap. Right through the trap. Come on, do the damn. Alright, Flatus is going to take this little thing down. Get in there, Flatus. Go. Nope. Alright, Whist, step off to the side. There you go. There you go, Whist. Kill it. Kill it, Whist. Shoot it. Nice. Alright, let's finish that off. Let's look at our injuries. Bruises, that's totally fine. Bruises. Okay, cracks and bruises. Good. Everybody's experiencing malnutrition, though. Obviously, that's not good, but why don't you guys finish it off and then haul it? Oh, man. Well, things just got much, much more difficult. Losing that character was a real bad thing. But, yep, we're just going to have to adapt or die, people. No doubt about it. But if we do happen to lose this colony, we'll just start another one, obviously. Not to worry. And I might actually go ahead and install, if that does happen, I'll install the Prepare Carefully mod so we can kind of design our colonists a little bit more balanced. But either way, it's been quite a fun stream. Although we had a little tragedy at the end, I think we've definitely made some progress. Once we get this barracks up, things are really going to start falling together. But definitely going to be streaming this weekend, so make sure you follow me here on Twitch. And, of course, subscribe on YouTube as well, because I always post a notification on YouTube before I ever go live here. But that will do it for today's stream, everybody. Thank you once again for joining me, and I will see you all on the next one.